This is Sasha with the Legal Technology Resource Center. Thank you for joining us for dealing with negative Google reviews and law practice with our sponsor Connect as part of the LTRC Industry Insight Series held every Wednesday. Our speaker today is Graham Anderson. Graham Anderson is the VP of Sales at Connect. Graham has worked in technology his entire career, helping thousands of law firms find solutions to their problems. At Connect, he is in charge of sales and partnerships, where he leads the relationships with Clio, Practice Panther, Rocket Matter, Litify, Filevine, and other great legal companies and legal associations. Graham lives near Connect headquarters outside of Salt Lake City. Thank you all for joining us. We'll now begin the webinar.
Thank you and welcome everybody today. This is Graham Anderson. Great to be with you. Excited to share some thoughts and ideas, talk through some technologies that can help you and some practices that can help you as well. Let's start by, I do want to take a few moments and just tell you a little bit about Connect so you know where I'm coming from and what we specialize in, so that you know, the context around this is helpful. Connect is a text messaging platform that's custom made for law firms throughout. We're working with firms all across the U.S. and Canada. We're based in the Silicon Slopes of Utah and have been running here for about 4 or 5 years now. Now, our 4 goals here at Connect are to help you communicate more efficiently with your clients, generate new leads, and conduct video consultations in a fast and easy way. And our major topic of the day is to help you manage and drive online reviews, to help you manage that your experience online and what people see about you and read about you and know about you, and make sure that your reputation is what you want it to be and is what it needs to be. We work with a lot of different businesses and technologies across the legal field. You probably know Practice Panther, Clio, Rocket Matter, Case Pacer, Filevine, Salesforce. So we integrate with all of those platforms. So if you're using one of those, jump in, let us know, and we'd love to show you how we can work with your day-to-day case management solution there. We work with over 3,500 clients, 25,000 users on our platform. So pretty tried and true, and are far enough along the line here that we've had enough questions and changes and updates that this is a great time to start using our platform, because of so many of the firms have helped us refine the platform to be exactly what it needs to be. Now, the 4 key areas of what we do. So we have a 2-way texting solution that makes it so you don't have to give out your personal cell phone number. We actually can most of the time use whatever is your main phone number today. We can use that to text message directly from your main business line. We also help generate leads through your website. We have a video chat component that allows you to run virtual consultations when you need to. And then obviously the review piece that we'll dive deeper into. I do just want to talk texting just for 1 second. And a lot of what we do from a review standpoint is wrapped in texting, and texting is kind of a key component of it. So 89% of consumers would prefer to interact with a business via text messaging rather than a phone call. 98% of all text messages are opened. 95% are read within 3 minutes. 96% of your clients find phone calls to be disruptive, and 78% of U.S. clients say receiving a text message is the fastest way to reach them for important updates on case matters. So if you're not using texting, this is my strong recommendation to start using it, and it'll have a dramatic impact on your firm and your communication ability with clients. Some of the ways that we see firms using texting are just, scheduling consultations, sending appointment reminders, helping streamline that intake process, sending case updates. We can help you collect fees. Again, video chat is a interesting component here. Sending and receiving photos, videos, PDFs, any attachments of any kind, reviews and lead generation there at the bottom as well. Let me jump right here and just everything that we do, you can use via your computer and log in through just a web browser, but also available entirely via mobile app, so that's all sitting there and ready to go for you. Video chat's a powerful part of our business now in the COVID world, and we've got an easy solution that you can send a text message to a client. They can click on a link and launch into a conversation with you in literally 1-2 clicks of a button, and you can be sitting anywhere communicating with them either through a phone, an iPad, a computer, whatever is most convenient for them and you. That is built into our solution as well, and just makes it smooth and easy. You can meet with current clients, conduct initial consultations. You can share your screen through it. Meet with clients or potential clients and their families all at the same time. You can even do it from a conference call standpoint with up to 30 people. So a lot of powerful tools that can go into what we do here at Connect. And again, working with thousands of law firms that allow us to streamline your business, help you communicate more efficiently, generate more business, and just streamline your whole communication process with your clients. Now let's jump into the meat of our presentation today and talk about reviews. So it's 2021. If you're not worried about the reviews for your business, this is a good time to start. We make our buying decisions now based off of what online reviews are. And you probably have experienced that in your own lives and in your day-to-day business, picking a car dealership, picking a dentist, picking a doctor, choosing what restaurant you go to, which widget you're buying through Amazon. We are using reviews to make buying decisions. So you already know that, and the data backs that up. 93% of your clients use reviews as the first step in choosing a law firm. 91% of clients trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations. Online reviews is becoming the new word of mouth marketing. I'll even give you a personal example. My brother, who I'm very close with, and I have no reason not to trust everything that he tells me. He's a great guy, and I trust his taste and his recommendations. He recently recommended me a bike shop to go to, and I, without even thinking about it, still went and looked at that bike shop's reviews. They were fine. They weren't bad, but they weren't, 4.8 stars and 1,000 reviews. They were 4.1, 4.2 with 80, 90, 100 reviews. And there was a lot of, negative and mediocre stuff in there. But when I did the search, I saw that there was a bike shop a mile down the street, and they had impeccable reviews. They definitely were above 4.5 and hundreds of reviews. I loved what I read. And I actually skipped my brother's recommendation and went to the shop down the street. I didn't actually consciously really think, oh, I don't trust my brother, let me go look at this. It's just the way our brains are starting to be wired because we have access to that information. So because of that, we're trusting those reviews as much, if not more, than family or friend recommendation at times. And that's a critical piece to think about. And it's probably a little bit of a psychological change for you, as you probably are heavy into a business where you are really rely on recommendations from existing clients and word of mouth referrals. And not that that's going to totally end or ever totally go away. It won't. But I can promise you that the scenario that I just said about my brother is something that is happening to your law firm. Wherever you're located, if you're in Phoenix, Arizona, I can tell you right now that people are going onto Google, they're going onto Facebook, they're going into these places where they can see your reviews, and they are typing in, personal injury lawyer in Phoenix, Arizona, family lawyer in Phoenix, Arizona, whatever they're looking for from a legal perspective, they are searching that and typing that in almost every single time. 87% of your clients won't consider a law firm with low online ratings. So we want to make sure to protect that. We want to take care of that and make sure that you're getting as many positive reviews in there as possible. So you're going to get some negative ones, and we're going to talk about that here for a second. There's no way to totally avoid it. You're going to have, no one bats 1,000 when it comes to positive reviews. You're going to have a customer that's mad that you took 30 seconds to call them back. You're going to have a customer that's mad that you closed a case for them and it wasn't the exact outcome that they expected. Things outside of your control that you're never going to be perfect on. So don't stress. You're going to get a couple bad reviews. I bet everybody on here has got at least one, and it eats at you and it bothers you. And I totally get it. It frustrates all of us, but you're never going to be perfect there. And that's the first thing that I would share with you is don't lose sleep over it. You're never going to perfectly satisfy every single person that walks in your door, especially in the profession that you're in. Now, bad reviews, how common are they? They're more or less common depending on, your situation, the type of law you practice, where you're located, the volume of clients you're dealing with, how big your firm is, all of those things. But again, everybody's going to get them. You're going to get them at some point. And sometimes it's going to be even a disgruntled previous employee that worked for you. So you're going to get them periodically. Now, the better, your business is, sort of tips for avoiding bad reviews, the better your business is, the more responsive you are, the better you communicate with your clients, the more you set great expectations. Those are the things that are going to help you avoid bad reviews, right? There's no tool, there's no magic potion that's going to keep you from getting bad reviews other than just the way you practice your business and taking care of your clients in a way that they appreciate and respect. And it's changed things. It probably is frustrating at times to know that, you can't push back on people potentially in the same way that you did before because you fear that they're going to jump on and share something negative about your firm publicly for everybody to see. Some of that's frustrating and probably not something that we all want, but in the end, it's also helping you. It's if you handle this the right way, you could drive a lot of great business because your reviews are really good and you've got great clients that are sharing their experience. So what not to do when you get a bad review? The number one thing that you should never do is to immediately jump onto that review and write something publicly that everybody that is snappy, emotional, that shows your anger and your upset and that disparages that client. You also don't want to contact that person directly in that same scenario. Now, you may want to contact them directly to talk through it and potentially even discuss taking it down. But I will say the first thing that you need to do is take a big deep breath. Don't act emotionally to whatever that is. You've probably seen some bad responses to reviews on Google and Facebook and Yelp pages, and all it does is it creates even more bad publicity for your business. Remember, your response that you give publicly on your Google or your Facebook page is actually not for the individual that left the review. It is marketing for the additional people that are going to come to your Google or Facebook page and see what kind of firm and what kind of practice you are. And if you're on there blasting every client that leaves you a bad review and talking about how terrible they were as a client and how you hated working with them and that they lied and cheated and stole and all those different things, that will only be bad for you. So people are going to come and they're going to look at your firm and then they're going to sort by your bad reviews and they're going to start reading through those. And if the way you handle a tense situation is by lashing out and being really emotional, that is going to have a really negative impact on the perception of people that are looking at your reviews. So what you should do is you should have a system in place on how you reply to bad reviews. And you're going to sit there and it's going to be a little bit vanilla sometimes how you respond to those, but you want to be measured and you want people to see how you handle a sticky situation. A lot of times the response to those is, Jackie, I'm so sorry that you've had this negative experience. We appreciate you reaching out and letting us know the experience that you had here with our firm. I would like to personally take care of this and help make this right, please contact us directly at 888-555-5555, and we'll take care of this today. Something along those lines. Now, there are scenarios where you're going to jump in and you're going to realize that, maybe this isn't an existing client that you had, or maybe there was some color to the circumstance that occurred, and it would be valuable to put that in there. Hey, we don't have you. Like I love, so if we ever see, we always instruct our customers that if you get a review and you don't believe that this is a client, or that it's somebody posting on behalf of somebody, that you worked with, but you don't know this person, I actually think it's really critical for you to jump in there and say, hey, thanks so much for this feedback, Mark. Unfortunately, we can't find you on file here as one of our clients that we've worked with. Please reach out to us and we'd be happy to, discuss this further. Something along those lines is totally fair and reasonable for you to clarify a situation if you think that what's being shared is not accurate. Now, you don't want to get into a back and forth, he said, she said, but if it is somebody that you don't believe is a client of yours, or maybe is a disgruntled employee, I do think it's important for you to share that information when replying to those reviews. But for the most part, you want to remember it's marketing, okay? So you're not trying to fix their problem. You're trying to make it so that the next 500 people that are going to see this negative review see a measured response that is a quick to action. We're going to take care of this. Contact me directly. We'll take care of you, no problem. That's what you want people to see. So remember that key element. I know this is a funny thing. That response is not for the person that left the review. It's marketing for everybody in the future. Okay. So take that to heart. Don't reply emotionally. Give them a measured response, and post something that you want other people to see. Now, the keys to burying those bad reviews are to get more good ones. You're never going to perfectly avoid, getting those negative reviews. Now, one of the ways that you want to do that is you want to start requesting your happy clients to leave those reviews. And simultaneously, you don't want to be requesting reviews from everybody. You guys know who's likely to leave you a good review or not. You can tell if you've had a positive outcome. You can tell if you've had a great experience. So if they have, then those are the people that you want to go to and help you to generate those positive reviews. And simultaneously, don't go to that client that you think might not be happy, might have had a bad experience. They may still go and post something, but you don't want to be searching out those review requests to every single one of your clients. Be smart and think through it. Now, we kind of talked through this, but this is your scenario here. I go into Google, I type in, law firms, or this example is for personal injury firms in Columbia, South Carolina. And I get this Google map pack. It pops up my 3 options. And we've all done this. I'm going to sit here and look and decide, hey, which one do I like? These are actually 3 pretty decent choices here. I'm going to click on them. I like the Goings Law Firm at the top the most, just best rating, but I also have pretty solid volume of reviews as well. And most are click right there, and they're going to go in there. And as long as things look good, that's where they're going to go. Then they're going to visit the website. They're going to contact Goings Law Firm directly. Your online listings, like this one, like your Google Map Pack, your Facebook listing, those now get 500% more views than your website. So the problem that you're getting there is we spend all this money developing a website, and once you do that, people are not going there as much as we would like them to, because they're going here first. And if they like what they see, then they're going to your website versus going to your website first, like we did 10, 15, 20 years ago. That's why this is so critical. Harvard did a big study recently where a 1-star increase in your ratings can have a 5 to 10% increase in your overall revenue for your business. 82% of consumers won't even look at a law firm with less than 3 stars. So keep those things in mind, how critical this is to make sure that you're taking care of it. 50% of people click the top listing, 98% click the top 3, right? So your reviews have a really really, really, really strong impact on where you show up in the Google map pack here. And you want to do as much as you can to have a lot of reviews, high ratings, and a variety of different things. And let's actually talk about that here for a second. So what are people looking for? They're looking for quality. So we want to have 5 stars, right? We want to be as close to 5 stars as possible. We want to have them to be, we want them to be recent as well. So I think this is a critical piece. If you're sitting there thinking, oh, I'm going to run a big campaign next month when we, have a bunch of cases closing and whatever, and we'll load them up and then we won't worry about it at that point. That will actually hurt you. So people care. 73% of clients disregard reviews older than 90 days, and most don't even read old reviews. Now, Google nobody knows exactly how Google's algorithm works, but we know that a part of that algorithm is how recent your reviews are. So it's something you want to be consistent. Consistency is more important than the volume itself as you start to generate these. Quantity matters, right? So if you've got less than 50 reviews, people think that it's just your friends and family and brother and sister and aunt and uncle that have left those reviews. So once you get over 50, we start seeing a dramatic change in your conversion rates because people start believing that those are real and those are legitimate. 150 or more is when you really start seeing really positive correlation between your reviews and your conversion rates, and even some increase in website traffic, leads generated, all that kind of stuff. And then just like we talked about, owner response really, really matters. And there's a lot of data that suggests that people really value that and really want to look closely at what are you saying, how are you responding, and making sure that you're doing that in a way that that looks like the type of business that they would want to be communicating with. Now, how to get more positive reviews? The first thing is you've got to have a process. You've got to be. You can't just think that you're going to blow, chaff in the wind, if you will, blowing around, and that it's just going to show up and you're going to get great reviews because you have great service. Now, that will happen to some degree. But if you're not proactively trying to generate reviews to overload, your negative ones, which, by the way, you've probably experienced that the people that are the most likely to leave you reviews are the people that are mad and upset. So you have to proactively get your happy clients and happy customers to leave you positive reviews. Now, a lot of times you want to build into your, a process of some kind of, when do you want to request that review? Obviously, the best time is when you're, closing a case. You've just wrapped up what had happened, positive outcome has occurred, and you say, hey, Jackie, it's been great working with you. We appreciate, everything that you've done to be a great client with us. Seems like you had a great experience here. Would you mind leaving us a 5-star review on Google or Facebook so people can see that you've had a great experience with us? 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you yes right there on the spot. And then you want to have a simple, fast, and easy way for them to leave those reviews. And I'll show you one here just in a moment. But build that into your process of, when is that customer, when is that client the happiest? That's a great time to request them to leave a 5-star review. And you'll be surprised that when you do that, how frequently you get a positive review in response. Now, you want to make sure that that's built into your process with a specific person. So who's asking? When are they asking? How are they asking? Write out a script, select a point in time in your client journey. Ask them either verbally or, over the phone, and make sure that they're, happy to do it, and then give them a fast and easy way for them to be able to do that. Now, in our experience, and there's a lot of data here, that requesting via text message is dramatically more impactful than it is if you request via email. So let's say that you say verbally to your client, hey, would you mind leaving us a review? They say yes. And then you want to be able to send them away via text message that they can easily do it on their own device. So here at Connect, we built in a really fast and easy way to do that, where you can send a text message that looks something like this, has your firm logo or a firm image, your name on it. It just says, hey, Adam, it's been a pleasure working with you. Please leave us a review with the link below. They click on that link, takes them to a place that looks like this. They select where they want to leave it. Google or Facebook. We also have, Avo and a lot of the legal specific sites that you guys work with and are listed on. You can also list those here as well if you wanted to generate some more reviews in that spot. Google and Facebook are king. I would encourage you to focus there first before you worry about some of those ancillary sites. Now, once I select Google, for example, I'm on my device. I'm already logged into Google. I'm already logged into Facebook. It routes me right to this page. I click 5 stars. I type in a quick review. Hey, love working with the Sanderson Law Firm. They've taken great care of us. They're great people, positive outcome, et cetera, et cetera. I'd recommend them to anybody. They click post, and you got a brand new 5-star review in a couple of clicks, 2 clicks, a couple of, 10, 15 seconds, and that's just posted there easily. So remember, if you want to be successful in generating these reviews, take some control. Don't let the angry clients determine your online reputation. Get your happy clients, your great clients, to be the ones to leave you reviews. You have to proactively do that. That's not just going to happen by magic. You've got to build into a process, a repeatable process that you can, find a in your process where you can easily ask happy clients for reviews. And you've got somebody in your firm that is doing that, every day, every week, and making sure that those happy clients are telling your future clients that this is a great place to work. Again, use text messaging, not email. We've done a lot of studies, and we've seen a lot of studies. If all you're doing is triggering an email that says, hey, leave us a review, you will get a less than a 1% response rate if you do it that way. If you do it via text message, we see a 35% increase, a 35 times increase in the number of reviews that you generate. It's a pretty powerful difference. And remember, right now in America, emails are being opened at a less than 20% rate, okay? The national average for email right now is a 17% open rate. Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't be using email at all. It just means that text messaging that has a 98% open rate and a 95% open rate inside of 3 minutes is dramatically better. It's a far better way to communicate and get the response that you want. Now, last piece here is respond and start marketing. Always respond to every review and use your 5-star reviews on your website, in your ads, at your office. Show people that people love working with you, that you've got happy clients with positive outcomes. Let them know. Tell people, show it, list it as much as you can. We trust those reviews. Remember, almost everybody, 9 out of 10 people trust these reviews as much or even more than a personal recommendation. So embrace it, lean into it, and I promise it's going to have a positive impact on your firm. If you want to talk to us a little bit more about, some of the things that we just went through here, if you want to learn more about some of the solutions we have that can help you via texting, generating reviews, generating inbound leads, go ahead and call or text that phone number, 888-972-7422. You can also email us if you'd prefer, info@connect.com, and we'll take care of you there as well. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate you joining me today. Have a wonderful week and a wonderful rest of the day.
Great. So that's going to be all the time that we have for today. I would like to thank our sponsor, Connect, and all of you for attending our webinar today as part of the LTRC Industry Insight Series. If you are curious about future webinars, please check out the ABA LTRC page or follow our Twitter @LTRC for updates. I would also like to thank Graham for presenting today. You can keep up with Connect at GoConnect on Twitter or connect.com. We will now conclude the webinar. Thanks, everyone.